No, so... okay, well... No, we are... No. No, I've said this before. No, we are not codfish, Michael. No. Yes, I know you might think we are, but no, we're not. We really are not codfish, Michael. Yes. Yes, not. There we go. Oh, oh, you're here. Oh, hello. Sorry. Right, I just had to inform Michael that we are not codfish. Right, so, if you get the reference, congratulations. You've just gotten a reference. Right, hello people. VGR, hello. Kango, hello. And Albastru, hello. I'm sorry I haven't been all week. It's been the busiest, most hectic week I think I've ever had. Oh, well, I hope everything went okay for you. Hope you're well. Yes. 2 days until my game releases on Steam. 2 days. It's exciting. It's going well so far. Oh wow, I hope everything's all right. Good evening. Yes. Well, thanks. Yeah, I like to think things are getting better. Good. Yeah, it's been very stressful, but I'm through the busiest bit now. That's good. Joining the thought. Glad to hear. Good, you've been through the busiest though. Oh, sorry, wrong stream. We're not. XD. Justice for Michael. Not really wrong stream. Do you know his surname? I do not. His surname is Banks. Yes. Yep, Michael Banks from Mary Poppins. One of the two children was Jane and Michael Banks, and when they're at the top of the staircase, when Mary Poppins is first introduced, she slides up the railing, and Jane and Michael are there with their mouths open, and then, because their mouths are hanging open, she turns to Michael and says, "We're not codfish, Michael," and then he closes his mouth. That's a reference. Oh, it's been decades since I've seen that, if I've ever even have. Well, it was meant to be a bit of an obscure reference. Do you think I've succeeded in the obscurity of that reference? I'd like to think that I did, but only you can confirm or deny that. Okay, just need to quickly fix a thing. Be with you shortly. I know, technically already here, but that's fine. Dum, 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 dum. Okay. Right. So, shut your mouth, dear. We are not a codfish. Haha. Yep, you did your race. Oh, I'm glad that I did succeed at that. If she's the brolly lady, I'm sure I must have. She is. Yes. So let's switch over. Let's switch over. Trainz and not that one. That one. This route is one that you've probably also already seen screenshots of if you looked at Discord. But it's not really ready in a state where I can share a bit more than that. Although, it might be soonish. For now, let's hop back over to this one. Right, so, edit session. Spider? Give him my salute. He catching those mosquitoes for me. I'm not sure which exact spider you're referring to. Oh! The man spider. Is the man spider... is the Spider-Man catching you mosquitoes? Actors include Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. The one in the notification. Oh, the one in the notification. Oh, that one. Yes, now I know which one you're referring to. Yeah, well, good. Good. Oh. Yes. I do like putting little surprises in there. So, last time we did some more work over here. We filled in this bit here. Did some more work over on this bit. Put in those fields to get a bit of an idea of what it would feel like with fields. I think it looks quite good. And we also technically started on a bit of a wetland area by placing down this spline. But I don't think we should count that. Although we should also not completely discount that. Field, yes. Field. I don't know any actors' names really, apart from Diego Dominguez. God, he's gorgeous. Well, I'll take you by your word. No, I've actually taken you by the word. Yes, it's one of the only ways that you can actually take someone through a virtual thing. As in his acting skills? Okay, so what should we work on next? Well, we could work on this bit, get this embankment done, but I'm not completely certain of how the housing is supposed to go here. Perhaps we should work on the station next. I think that might be a good idea. What do you think? I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but yes. Okay. So let me get the platform from the other station. Yes. Let's do it. No! His looks. He's stunning. Okay, come on. There we go. Thank you for loading. Alright, never seen the chap before. Okay. How long should this platform be? That's a good question. Also, we could have this platform quite a bit lower, because I know that in America, quite a few of the platforms are pretty much at ground level. So if I lower this down to maybe there, might work. Or is that a bit too low? Might be a bit too low. Especially since the terrain's going up here. Hold on. Let's go up a little bit further. Like that maybe. Okay. Placing one down over here. Okay, sorry, I just thought about a thing for a moment. I know it's rare. No, not that. Thinking isn't rare. Okay, so let's see what it looks like with the people lowered. Also, let's try and get a good angle on this. Maybe 0.2? No, that's too far. 0.6? 0.6 seems okay. You forgot to ask how we all doing though. Oh, did I? Well, I already know how Kango's doing. And Albastro already said. And you weren't there, and so that's... Okay, so I guess... Alright. How are you doing? Also, thank you for keeping it appropriate in chat from now on. It's really very appreciated. Okay, so which platform should be 1 or 2? If we go down in here... Telehay? Telehay? I think it's Telehay. Wait, did we never name the other... Oh, we never named the other platform. Oh, we never named either platform. Ah. Ha 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 ha. Alright, because I think I remember because I think I might not have done. I'm not sure that I'll keep this invisible station. That explains a lot. Alright, apologies. So how are we doing? Dear, female dear. You need not worry to ask me because I'll usually be the same. Life is fun, eh? Yes, it is. Me? I just uploaded my latest Koikatsu studio artwork. Okay. Well, congratulations on it. Tell a hi. Tell a hi. I always think tell a hey for some reason. Okay. I'd say so for the majority. Pronunciation. Okay. Is that... Let me check that link 1 moment. I have to check it. Okay. Yep, there they are, looking as though they're going to hurt some people. Or in fact, Katze is German for cat. It's not R18, but don't scroll down. Well, honestly, I would... Like, that is on the very edge of what I think would be acceptable. I mean, if it's... I don't know. So... Yeah. That's kind of on the edge, I'd say. It always seems like the minority, but at least I can learn to appreciate the good bits. Yes, that's what's good about having contrasts. You can appreciate the things that are good, and you can fight the things that are bad. Right. Oh wait, you don't have a Prixiv count, so you're good. Okay. I see. Okay, so what do I want here? I want this to be... should be standard. I think maybe small is better. And for the platform... Okay, that one should be platform 1, yes. This one should be platform 2. This one should be a small station. How does that look? If I disable the... Oh, where is it? The thing, we can see it in the inspector. There we go. Surveyor template. Template's hidden. I think that could look okay. Especially if I added some spline points like there, and then moved part of it underground. I need to, well, I might as well just straighten these bits and then move the others underground. Phew, you will draw me next, Tweeter? I can't draw. Oh my god, later. I see. I'll take you by your word again. Okay, and since the height is the same on either side-ish, I can just lower that in. Okay, sure it is. Which one? His third word. That looks the biggest. I'll grab him by that. I've got the most to hang on to that way. If he slips a little bit, I've still got a few more characters to hold on to in that case. So... let's place down some coaches to see how it fits. Let's look for heavyweight? Heavy. Bold and heavy. Not quite. It's a beautiful loco, but not quite what I'm looking for. 6, maybe? Nope. Let's just look for Pullman. Not those ones. I mean the American Pullman, PRR Pullman perhaps. Yep, I think that's good. Although it's pretty much only 2 coaches, so maybe we should extend the platform a bit. Okay, so I'll delete these 2 bits and let's just extend it this way to maybe there. Oh wait, does this not have a... Oh, I never replaced the lever there. Hold on. Popping by the law firm to kick the bully and her accomplices. Ah, I see. Right. Opinions on the hit movie Frozen. Oh, do you mean the horror one? The one where the teens are stuck in a chairlift and the ski park gets closed down for 5 days because it's only open on the weekends, and so they are literally stuck so high up above the ground in a frozen ski lift that if they were to jump, and one of them did, they would break their legs so completely. And then of course there are wolves, and then you've got other issues. Do you mean that one? Don't know either of them. If I fact, Lazarus wrestled a Nile crocodile, and I think 203 kilogram and 2.3 meters is no mature. It probably depends on experience. As in the horror movie? Horror? I knew she almost killed Anna, but Disney princesses aren't horror. Spoilers! Not seen the Disney movie. Ah, okay. You're not missing much. Okay. Right, and we'll probably have to place the entrance and exit over here to the station so that it makes sense for all the people to be gathered around here. Nope, not that. There. That can fit about 5 coaches-ish. Okay, I'll lower the spline down a bit more here. I've heard they made a sequel to the Disney movie. I think they did. I don't know. Okay. I think that's probably okay for platform length. Okay, now is the completely easy task of finding a... Okay, hold on. Oh, if you're wondering what this is that I've got here, it's YouTube about archaeology. It's fine. No, it really is fine. It's about archaeology. It's Time Team. It's great. I can definitely recommend it. Hold on. So sort of this type of thing. So small. It's basically just a small building. Yeah. Interesting. If the Romans had trains, could be the tagline to this image. Something like that is what I'm looking for. Yeah, only the horror one. Did y'all know that the Titanic movie was based on a real story? Oh! Oh! You mean with the ship sinking? I know it was the Olympic, actually, but... Yeah, I think I did know that. Her size, Eliza, is incredibly agile. She would run around the bully, climb on her back, pull her by the twin tails, and then kick her in the neck. Yeah, see, that's the sort of stuff, the sort of descriptive stuff that for me, that's just a little bit far. I don't really enjoy punch by punch accounts of how fights would go. But maybe someone else in chat does, I don't know. To some extent at least. Character, Penny Bullsworth. Outcome, fatality. Oh, so she would... Oh, right, then heel kick in the neck. So, killing, snapping her spine. Yeah, see, that's... To me, that doesn't really feel wholesome enough for this stream. But maybe people in chat are enjoying it, I don't know. Right. The bully's dragon? Twin Tails. Is this uncommon knowledge? Haha. Jesus, yeah, bit grim. Anyway, let's get back to this. Station. Oh, wait, there's a thing with station as... Oh, haha, yes. This thing. Oh, power station, of course. Castle Donington Power Station, 040 saddle tank. What was wrong with a tut-tut? Oh, a tut-tut, okay. Tut-tut. There you go. Right, it's such a cute engine. Doesn't fit here really, but... Anyway, I want station buildings. Buildings? Yes, buildings. Okay. Not invisible ones. Invisible ones are not very useful if I want to have it visible. And yes, you can quote me on that if you want to. I mean, we've got this one, but that looks a little bit too modern. Especially since it's Amtrak. I know we've been over this before. Right. Ooh, that looks large. No. Maybe that. I don't know. Is there a virtual equivalent to a class 313? I'm not 100% familiar with that. Hold on. Class 313. Ah, that. Well, I can look on the DLS quickly. Oh yes, there is. There's a virtual version of it. I've got an installed version of it. Here you can see. Available for download. This one included in Trainz, yes. No need, it's built in. Ah, nice. There are multiple repaints of it as well, so you can see different repaints of it here. I don't know, that might be an okay building. I know that it's probably for the interurban stuff, but I think it'll be okay. I've never been on one, but I always see them locally. Aww. Rick. Let's just go through them quickly. No. I mean, we've got this, but honestly, that is a little bit too small, I feel. Although it's nice how that looks like one of those old spoked wheels or wheel covers or whatever it's called. While the huge amounts of free DLS content is great, the asset's quality does vary a lot. 313 is decent, but a lot of flat colors where textures would be preferable. True, but you've got so much free stuff, and I think that's worth it. Ah, Maglev Station. Not exactly what I'm looking for. I mean, that is literally bigger than the entire cement works. Look at that. That's the Maglev Station. Ta. Okay. CL stuff I think I can skip. CNR. CNR stuff might be good. Like, for example, this station. But that's got tracks with it. Ooh, that maybe. But no, that's too small. Would you like to visit Ashur in real life? That's my question. Ashur. Right. Quality over quantity, though, right? Quality over quantity. Well, it depends. So in some, generally I would agree, but with Trainz, I pretty much mostly use it to build my own stuff, my own routes. And if I build my own routes, then I prefer a larger degree of assets, even if they're not the highest quality, because it means that I have so many more options of putting them together and building my own stuff out of them. On the other hand, with Train Simulator, where I pretty much only drive, yes, I do prefer quality over quantity. If there is some stuff that's really good, I prefer really, really great looking and highly, well, accurately simulated locomotive or route to having lots of them that are a bit iffy. Plus, with the DLS, all the stuff is free, so yeah. But having a plethora of content at your fingertips is also nice. But yeah. What? Ashur? Ashur. Yes, Ashur. Ashur. Would you like to visit that in real life if you could? In its heyday, shall we say. Yes, I can understand that. But if it doesn't fit with the others, it is better in the long run. Depends. I am sure. Depends on the specific assets, I'd say. It does. You are sure? Okay, great. In fact, Ashur was the capital of the Assyrian Empire. That's where it gets its name from. And it was burned to the ground. Its walls toppled, dismantled systematically, along with Nineveh and other such cities. It's in Mesopotamia, so it's in the kind of near east. I think it's on the Euphrates. It could be on the Tigris. I think it's the Euphrates. If rolling stock isn't overly detailed, they can also be used for AI traffic. I assure you that fact is 100% true. Haha, great. I'm glad to have your assurance. That looks a little... I mean, this would be great, but that... I know this is an American route, but this just looks a little bit too American, I think. Oh, you're sure? Great. In fact, I've already booked a cruise ship for you. The check is coming first thing tomorrow morning. Yes. Can skip all the gas station assets. Great Eastern Railway probably can skip. That looks a bit too old. Is it tis you or tis you? Is it tis you or tis you? Tish you. Yes, exactly, tish you. American? I'd say. Well, I'm glad you'd say. Okay, that GWR stuff I can skip as well. Helipad, nope. HRTT, I can skip. All that stuff. I've got invisible stations. Irrigation pump? Not now. Italian brick. Ooh, nope. Oh, shh. Oh, that means sh. Okay. Tissue. Tissue. Haha. Thank you. The JP stuff I can skip because that's Japanese railway. The over-track connection I can skip. Ooh, King Street Station. Ooh. No. Station domain. Da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Da-da-da-da-dum, dum, da-da-dum. Dum dum da da dum. London Underground I can skip. Don't need the monorail stuff. Ooh, that looks. Ooh, actually, that looks really quite good. This station. Wait, why does it have 4? I mean, I could just use this station instead. Although if I do add this one in, then I can't do that. Because I've got the junction in the middle, and that wouldn't work. But it's a good asset. I'll put it in a pick list. Actually, I tell you what. What? Stuff. I'm going to place it there. No, that's going to be annoying. No, I'm going to put it in the pick list. Don't need the clock. Ooh. Oh, right, it's a freight. Nope. Par. Oh yes, let's use the Par station building. That'll be great. Ahem. Police station, nope. Power station, nope. PRR, I mean, ooh. I mean, it's got Pennsylvania Station on it, but honestly, that may not be so bad for the terminus. Although, does that actually have... Oh, it doesn't actually have any... Well... It doesn't actually have any industry stuff. You can't actually load that. Have to put invisible stations on there, but which I might do anyway. Bit huge, guys. No, meant for the terminus. Ooh. Underground. Oh no, sorry. Oh, that doesn't work. Never mind. I wanted to actually put it underground, but it doesn't actually allow height change, unfortunately. Okay, what do we need? Salt ash, yes, of course. By the way, Shardais, when is the next Civ 6 stream? I'm not completely sure. Not completely sure. I want to do another one soonish, but this Monday, it's going to be Human Fall Flat because they released a new level with which is multiplayer. And then, yeah, well, after that, we'll see. I've also now started Planet Coaster. And Planet Coaster is going to take up the... If I do Planet Coaster, it's going to take up that week's MISC slot because I don't have any more free time to put it on another week. So, I don't know yet. Right now! Oh! Yes, of course. Sorry, right now, yes. The next Civ stream is going to be right now. Ooh. That might fit somewhere. Now we know now we know why they're making so much cement It's to build this thing. Because I'd like to join. Because I got Civ 6. We can talk about that. If you did, and I'm not 100% sure that I would like that, but if you did, then we'd do it without wars. You cannot declare war. Basically, that's a house rule. It's just the way that I play. But we can discuss it. So maybe I don't know yet. If I decline, then just know that it's not anything personal. Right. I'll consider it. Q player coaster theme. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. Da 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 dum. How did the other thing go? The other part. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 ba dum bum bum ba dum bum ba da dum da 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 da. Ooh, that one could work. Looks like the other one, but would. That one would maybe work. No casus belli, no declarations of wars. But don't think I won't be building my army, just in case someone gets an idea to wage war. Well, I mean, if we did do that, then please do build your army, because you'll be wasting production on it, because there won't be any declarations of war. If we do, which again, I'm not saying that we are going to do it. I'm gonna consider it. Now that is a theme tune. Yes, you are right. It is so catchy. The Planet Coaster theme tune is so catchy. Just in case of what? I agree. I shall name my country the Kingdom of Romanica Mare. Mare as in sea, well, as in ocean. So the Kingdom of the Romanian. Oh, big. I see. Yeah, because I wasn't sure which language. The Kingdom of Big Romania. I see. Yes, iconic to the max. Da 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 dum 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 dum. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It would be so good if Trainz had a region thing, because actually there is a region, so you can look for regions, like assets that are in regions. So for example, if I went down to U and then United States, you can see that it has now actually filtered a lot. Basically, it has filtered assets that are only from the USA. So for example, this asset. It's now only showing assets that have this region in their config file. But because there are many users that just don't put this in, or don't define this, I could be missing the perfect asset by putting that in there. So that's why I can't really do it, because if you had to choose when you make an asset, or you could say everything, or something like that, then that would be good. But Anyway. Haha. Right. Shadows would... Alright. It's a joke name. Okay. Romanica is formulated to be mean small. Oh, to mean small. Oh, so Ika means small then. So small Romain, so large, small Romania. I see. Right, haha. Shadows, would you like it if Trainz had its own theme song? Well, it kind of does in the main menu. Adding Ika, Ikul, etc. are used to mean smaller things. Like my sister. Estados Unidos. What does that mean? Right, I see. Espresso Brasileiro. I'll make Julia too as queen, so Eliza will keep her royal status. Like Ito A in Spanish. Eliza is wholesome when not in war, so if you don't try any funky business, they cook. They cool. They cook. I was a bit concerned. Wait, what? If you don't try any funky business, they cook? Who cooks? Yes, of course, cool. That's what you meant. They cook, but I see. I hate generated languages so much. Oh, gendered languages so much. Why? Or do I not want to ask that question? Generated? No, I corrected. I corrected myself. Okay, I think just having some crossing boards here would be enough. Yeah, generated languages are the worst. It's very difficult for people who are non-binary or trans. I wouldn't know. Well, it depends on the generation protocol. I like gendered languages because it adds more character to inanimate objects, to things. For example, in English, you say the sky, and it's just the thing. But in German, sky is male, so you say der Himmel, so he sky, which then gives it more character. It makes it more... It makes it a bit more interesting, really. And you can project certain emotions or identities onto non-living things. So, but I can see your point. Anyone up for crossing the tracks? Okay, nothing's coming. Okay, run! Okay, just made it. Right. Well, depends on the generation protocol. But yet, the Republic of Dominica Mare. I see. When the language is so fixed that you must be the male or female, you don't feel that you're both, neither, or in between, it's very hard. Yes, for objects, it's very interesting. I don't know LGBT though. I mean, if you really want to strike that match in chat, then yes, but do it at your own risk, because I mean, if it's a respectful discussion, then you can do it. But if it's gonna annoy people, and then there's gonna be negative, if it's gonna transform this into a negative emotional space, then please refrain. I agree with you there. I absolutely love comparing different languages. Yes, das Schiff, the ship. True. Yeah, that's true. May I politely ask why? Die Lokomotive. The locomotive, yes. So das is the, die is she. May I get Paradise banned if I do a soul train? Thank you. Respectfully, doesn't that say that perhaps your view is harmful? I don't wish to cause offense, but I don't understand why we are unlikable. Smile. For some reason, that smiley face at the end there seems, I don't know, it looks, to me, reading that, it looks a little bit creepy, because it's clear that there is a point of view that you don't agree with here, and you write again, they say, I don't wish to cause offense, but I don't understand why we are unlikable. And then just a smiling face at the end. That looks a little... I know it's not meant to be, but I think you can see how you could interpret it that way. But, yeah. Yeah, that's why I chose to refrain Charles. Okay, thank you for refraining. Das Boot, the boat. That smile was not meant to be creepy. Yeah. I'm always open to hearing other people's views. Of course, we are all open to our opinions. Yes, of course. People can think and believe whatever they want, and people have different reasons for believing different things, and if that wasn't the case, if everybody just believed the same thing and suspected the same thing and thought the same thing, then, well, it would be pretty boring, wouldn't it? What does gen mean? Genuine. Yes. We get cancelled though. Yeah. Don't get this cancelled, please. So, no thanks. Well, not versed in those. Oh, not well versed in those. There we go. In other news, what do you think of my station so far? I've got 2 platforms, a few bits of wood, and a pre-made station building. If you're respectable, nobody will cancel you. Well, that depends. It really, really depends. There are some people who were being respectful, but because it wasn't very mainstream, they were cancelled. It does happen in this world. I promise that we are all kind people too. Yeah. Looks like your average rural station in Romania. Well, Romania. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Romania. Exactly. I'm glad I succeeded. Shardez, everyone thought the same. Or not at all. We'd basically have a bunch of clones in our hands. True. Okay, yes, there are some. Shardez, looks beautiful. Oh, thank you. Shardez, well, they succeeded brilliantly. Okay, well, I'll need to cover up the Amtrak logo because Amtrak wasn't in existence. So let me find... Actually, let's see if I can get the station sign from the other place. Place with some concrete slabs and some grass and bad track, and you got a good station. Love the yellow boxes. Reminds me of back home. Yellow boxes? I'm not sure. I'll have a look. I'm not sure what exactly yellow boxes you're referring to. I'll have a look in a moment. One moment. Just going back over. On the neighboring tile? Oh, this. Oh, you mean these yellow boxes here, the grid. I see. And catenary? No. And the neighboring tile round. Oh, the grid, yes. Okay, so now I need to put these on the temp block layer, the stations, so I don't accidentally move them. The station building as well. Actually, have we come up with a name for this area yet? I don't think so. I think we don't even have a name for the city yet. Does anyone have a name for a kind of a suburb of the main city? How about, you know, I mean like a little region or district. District, that's what I meant. An area for the district. Tavisville? Maybe. I'll let some more suggestions accumulate if anybody has any more. So like the Bronx, you mean? Maybe. Or maybe it could be a village that like grew in with the city or something like that. It could just be it could just be a district. A district name. So yeah, it could be. Manhattan. Yeah, but I think Manhattan's already taken, if I recall correctly. Hold on, I'll quickly make a text document so I can note them down in... Come on, where is it? Untitled, there we go. Tavisville. Hold on, let me just... actually, that fits quite nicely. Tavisville. Hatmanen? Hatmanen? No, that's too close. Or Faden Falls? No, because there aren't really any falls here. And Faden sounds too British, I think. Anyway, I can work on a bit of the road layout while we choose... Well, white weathermore. Too ripoffy? Yeah, it's too Sharia. Yeah, too ripoffy, yes. Okay, so... might as well grassify this bit. Oh no, now you're no longer reminded of home. Oh well. Fayette Springs? No! Well... Day's ruined now, thanks. Aww. Well, actually, it depends. It depends. Nah, I could do something like that and just have it be as part of the paving, but you can see the screws in that. It looks like a model railway. However, if I look at cobble, I could give you something like that in front of the station. If you want it. So I could give you that. Would you be happy with that? Just a little cobble pattern? Yeah, custom signs. That's what I'm going to add. I've already got one floating here. But I just want to gather some names first. No, right. Kadale? Say it. No. How about... Oh, don't we already have something with Clayton? Hold on. No, we don't. Where? Maybe Clayton. Clayton Heights. Maybe Clayton Heights. No. Thud. Chatterine. Distant. Yeah, mate. Spins too much like me. Don't know what you mean. Can you add... Yep. What's ripoffy about that? I'm not sure I get the joke. Sure is. Kale Tor? No, not Tor. Kale Flats. No. Meant sounds, alright. Sounds too much like me. Okay, I'll work a little bit more on the road layout thing. And then I'll pick a name. So that should continue straight on till there. Have this one go down that way. And we should probably have some form of level crossing or grade crossing or something here so you can get to the other side of town. Oh, although maybe not. Ooh, what if we don't? Well, then we don't. That's okay. And then I want this road to make a turn like that. And then I want it to carry on down here, basically. And then have that go over that way. Sort of like that, although maybe get rid of that one spline point. Okay, and maybe fix this a bit. Catherine, as in Catherine Willows saying that. I thought it might be distant radio chatting. Pulls up map of the US for inspiration. Fort Benahue? Lardon Valley? No. I like the idea of it sounding more like a suburb or a district. Where's the intersection that I need? Actually, do I have any of those intersections anywhere? I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Ooh, oh no, maybe I don't. I think I actually don't. Huh. Okay, in which case I'm going to need the one without the side, so without the sidewalk. No, not Buffalo Reserve, no. In which case, I should probably replace these with the ones that have the stripe down the middle, although the ones with both sides of the sidewalk. Which one is it? I need this one. Okay. I think I'll replace... Yeah, I'll replace some of these more. Place that one. Place that one. I think I'll keep this curve without the center line. Just so people are maybe a bit more careful. Okay. Up here, do the same thing. And that one can go up to... Ooh, I need to change that. One moment. That can go up to there. And then I'll need to fix this one by making it this spline instead. Should this entire road really have sidewalk? Yes, because it's going to be in the town. There are going to be houses along it. Okay. So I like Clayton Heights. I'm going to go with that one. Clayton Heights. Ooh, and it just about fits. Although that seems a little bit... tight, hold on. Clayton Heights. Yeah, that looks better. Be back in 5? Okay, why Heights though? Because it's elevated. You can see you've got the rest of the town down here on this sort of level, and then you've got it going up a hill onto here, onto this level. That's why it's Heights. Maybe candidate L after all? Don't think so. Sure. Alright. Okay. Let's see how well this works. Ah yes, Vancouver. Sorry, what? I'm not sure what you mean, Kango. Click Knights, sorry. Mice Canada might want to center that sign. Maybe. Where they apologize everywhere. I wouldn't broaden it like that. There's also one in Washington. What, a Canada? But the thing is, the sign underneath isn't centered at all either. I suppose that does look a bit better, maybe. Vancouver I meant. That's spot on. Spot on? I'm on the spot? Oh no! Okay, what sort of height is this? Oop. It is 2.65. Although it looks like this one needs to be a bit higher, which is a bit odd, but that's fine. There we go. The spotlights are made, embedded and positioned. Of course, isn't it always? And now I'm going to, actually, I'm just going to leave it like that. Well-ish. Okay. And then I'm going to need a sidewalk spline. That one, yes. Because I want to have that spline go around the edge here so that the cobblestones look a bit better. Maybe? Dun 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 da 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 dum. I'd really like to have that sort of there, actually. Which means, I suppose that could work. Maybe having that go all the way to the wall. And then have that go over. Right. Oh, you're going. Bye, VGR. Fire detected in chat block 6-7. Fire extinguishing protocol activated. Extinguishing fire. Straw poll? For what? Did you miss me? Choose one. Okay. Oh, right, okay. Sure. Unfortunately, I can't do that, but please, my answer would have been yes, but I can't click on one, unfortunately. Anyway, right. Yeah, all. Alright, sure. Bye, thanks for coming. Good night. Yes, good night. Good night indeed. Okay, I think it might actually be good having a little bit of a sidewalk-like walkway thing going along here. So that just goes like that-ish. Nah, that's not right. It's not centered. I know that you would love it if it were centered, so I'm going to center it. That needs to go up to there. And that needs to go to there. That one up to there. Okay. And there's a tiny gap there. Hold on, I need to fix that. Okay, hold on. That's fine. In which case I can extend this as well. So that goes to there. Yes, good. And I can put some bushes or something on here. Well, actually I can probably paint a little bit on it. There we go. That looks much nicer. Look, signs, Clayton Heights on there, on the building. Plus, I'll also put some on the platforms. Yeah, so if you're in the train, you can know what station you're at if you missed your final call to boarding. No, sorry, if you missed your thing. Yes, thing is a better word. If you're lost, basically. Clayton Heights. Okay, that needs to be moved down a bit. How far down? Negative 0.5, sorry. Haha. Sure. So like that. That's true. Also, I've sent King Ghoster from Sharadice's past Planet Coaster stream your greetings. Yes, Kango did. The ghost entertainer. He received your greetings. Do you want to know what his response was? Actually, I think I'll have two of these on each side. So I'll have this one. Well, there's already one on the station building itself. So I'll probably have this one here, and then I'll have two on this side. Oh yes, thank you most kindly. I'd love to. Well, it was mostly jumping about and waving like that. So yeah, I think he was happy to hear from you. Hey oh, haha. I think. Need to go just like that. That's amazing. Yep. Okay, that needs to go down a bit. 2.5. Clayton Heights. I still got to watch that rerun. Well, only if you want to. Only if you want to. Okay, what sort of rotation is that on? That's on 89.6. So this will also go on to 89.6. And that needs to go down to 0.5. Okay. Is it on YouTube now? Yes, it is. I'll try and find it right. It is. It is on YouTube. It's the... Hold on. One moment. Let me find it. So you know what it's called. One moment. Your channel... There it is. That's the one, so you can write down the name of it if you want to. Okay. Do we want a canopy? I think yes. Should we have a canopy? I think yes. Maybe we should have the same canopy as this other station, just for a bit of consistency. Because if we have a canopy over here, the yellow one, not yellow. I was looking at the yellow because I was thinking whether I can get it correctly with a, because it might be lower down a bit. But anyway, with this one, I think if we have consistency in color, it could go a long way. So that's, oh, well, it's actually on the ground. Okay. Planko being the language frontier design for the game. Twitch reruns have 3 adverts every 5 minutes, and I don't think any of it is going to you. No. None of the... I don't have any adverts. So none of the adverts on Twitch are going to me, and any of the adverts that are on YouTube, I have not put there. That's YouTube doing that without my consent, which they can do. On YouTube, to have adverts, I would need to have at least 1,000 subscribers to be eligible to earn revenue. So I'm about halfway there, if I want to go that way, but yeah. If you watch an advert that's on any of my videos, then that's not anything to do with me. They really have adverts on non-advertised channels? Yeah, I won't be watching any adverts that aren't benefiting you. Yeah, don't. I'm pretty sure they do. I don't know. They probably have. And then I'll have a bit of a canopy over here as well. Or is that a bit too much? Might be a bit too much, I don't know. Although if it's for commuters, then having a canopy might be worthwhile. Might be a bit too high up, actually. How far down is this? Wait, what? Oh no, not that. Haha. Negative 0.71. What if I do the same? Ooh, that's not what I want. I need to do it here. Negative 0.71. Okay, what if I place the other ones, the Pullmans? Pullman. Eh? No, Amen, no. Pullman, not Pullamen. Amen. I need the PRR Pullman ones. I quite like that. That looks good as well over here. Plenty of clearance. How about the other side? Yeah, that looks good as well. I like that. Okay, chat. Yes, hello, chat. On monetized ones, they do for sure. I'm sure it's the same for non-monetized ones, but only on reruns. Probably. You're probably right. I've not recently watched a lot of Twitch outside of Showdown streams, so I'm not sure. I know they do for those, yeah, but I've not seen them on reruns myself. Although on the other hand, I've not watched many Twitch reruns at all to begin with, so I really couldn't say. Showdown, great canopies. Ah, thank you. Yes, I do. Oh, you mean that, not my... Okay, that's fine. Alright. Indeed. Right. So, we need benches and bins. What more could you want? Oh, did you come back? Me? Hi. Okay. I meant Ibe. Ibe? Elb. Elb. Please tell me, what does that mean? I'm unfamiliar with that. Estoy aquí. I'm even less familiar with that. That's not really helping the... okay, that's probably an explanation. Al fiesta va a empezar. I'm familiar with the term fiesta. La fiesta, the fiesta, the... Va... I'm sure. Ah, yes. Empezar. Does empezar then mean begin or something? Oh, right. Albastru. All right. The party's about to start. La fiesta. Fiesta party? Probably, yeah. But the other bit... What does empezar? Does empezar mean start or begin in that case? Yep. That bench can be that. Yep, that didn't go how I wanted. I need to move that down. It would be easier to tell how far up or down objects are with shadows on, but you know the drill. Imagine that, a Ford Siesta. That would be interesting. I'll have to stream Spanish lessons. Oh, yes, please do. Or at least do it in chat if you would like to. As opposed to the Ford Fiesta. Even though I can barely speak it myself. Well, I'm sure that's the same with many Spanish teachers. You can only copy what's in the books, you can't... Anyway, I don't want to get into that. Okay, that seems like a reasonable enough position. Let's put one over across. Oh, I'd defo come if I can. Ah. How high up is this one? 0.75. This one? Ooh, 0.65. What's... Oh, is the hill going down here? The hill might be going down here. Hold on. Let's try this. If we put that as point... No, that should really be at 0.65. Then why is this one so much higher? Oh, was it floating? May have been floating. Yeah, let's put it at 0.65. Let's put another bench. I don't know, let's put one there. I usually self-teach myself languages from the past experiences, but Spanish I have had help from others. Oh, what languages do you know? I know, well, I am fluent in 2, and I know little bits and pieces from quite a few others, but I'm fluent in 2. So it's probably my strongest foreign language. Maybe have... Should we have another bench over here? Let's have another bench over here. Well, I only really know short phrases and songs, etc. Oh, well, but still, not quite sustainable. Well, it's better than nothing. Whereas Spanish I know the in-depth grammar. Ah, fascinating. Actually, maybe a bench over here would be quite nice. I'm not sure how typical this is, but I think it could work. Dun 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 dun. That's 0.4. That's true. Great. Raise his eyebrow. Fascinating. Haha, yes. The Mr. Spock reference, of course. Point 4. And then, of course, we need some bins. What could be more exciting than spending your Saturday night watching someone else place virtual bins? No, I can do tenses, I promise. Alright, before that, in-depth grammar like table in feminine and hand is masculine. Ah, not much more. Well, I would rather, if I had to communicate in Spanish, I would rather have you there to help than someone who knows nothing. So, yes. Okay, and this one, how high up does this one need to go? The bin. Ooh, maybe only 5. Actually, maybe not at all. What if it doesn't have to... Oh, it doesn't have to move up at all. Ah, that's great. Okay. Although this one I do need to move up. That's interesting. Why is that so different? I guess it must be a difference in terrain height. Actually, that would make sense because it's going up still here. Anyway, can't really say the word ambient right, apparently. Alright, ambiente. Ambiente. So, as long as it isn't about the environment, we'll be okay. Yes. Come on, is that placed correctly there? Come on, okay, let's just have a look. Answer, yes. Might be easier from down here, who knows. You know, there's one challenge in Trainz which everyone that I've asked whether they would do it, they've all shuddered in fear and declined straight away. And that challenge, my friends, is to build an entire route, even if it's just a few baseboards, but an entire route only using the walk-around first-person camera. So not the flying camera or the main camera mode, but just this walking around where you're bound to the ground. And you can only move at this scale, at this speed. Okay. We have bins. You have bins. Put your head between your legs. Da da dun dun dun. It was a terribly made reference. It was a reference to Jurassic Park. We have a T-Rex, but it didn't quite work because it's a T-Rex and bins, plural. Anyway, never mind. Right. Good evening. I am Ivan Dallinger, 4th grade Russian teacher. I have a PhD in psychoanalytical advancements regarding the foreign tongues and languages, a PhD in the non-legitimate acquisition of doctorates, and also a PhD in the surgical removal of slime molds from wooden skin, and 2 awards for Teacher of the Year. Interesting. Wow, you must know a lot. How much Russian do you know? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Not a word, ma'am. And now that it's getting closer to the end of the year, lemon freezy. Yes, indeed. XD. Okay. Clayton Heights. I like that. Reminds me of the Jerry Lewis film where his name was Clayton. Znidigi. That's amazing. Cheers. Yeah, when I'll bust through types big caps letters, it means excitement, right? Even if it's just scribbled nonsense. Sorry, big caps are funny laughter. Sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. Okay. I like that. We need, I think, maybe a station clock up here. It's a community thing and we just do for some reason. You know, if I were you, I would research that, because things that people just do for no apparent reason, I just find fascinating to then find out the reason behind that. For example, Abastru Kangafango, you know the tradition of knocking on wood for good luck, yes? I'm assuming you've heard of it. And yes, I am waiting for your confirmation. That's the word. Good friend, not spam, of course. Yeah, of course. If it's all good spirit, which it is in this case. Yeah, heard yes. Done myself, not. Well, I was thinking about it and why people are doing that and how that, where that comes from. And actually, I have found out the reason behind that and where that comes from. Knocking on wood for luck. Do you want to know? Okay. Oh! Have you remembered? Do you know? I think maybe having one clock in the middle of the canopy would be enough. Well, that's already pretty much wrote it the same way. People say things like touch wood to assume things go to plan too. Yeah, well, the thing is specifically about knocking on wood. Do you want to know the reason behind it? I've heard that in Germany people often say toi toi toi. Well, that's a bit of a different thing. because toy is abbreviation for Teufel, which means devil. But anyway, yes, devil is Teufel. Yes, of course I do. Okay, well, according to ancient pagan beliefs, there are spirits in objects and things. So, for example, you might have a river spirit, or you might have a sky spirit, or a tree spirit, or spirits in different things. There is also a wood spirit, and wood spirits, of course, live in wood. Now, wood spirits are mischievous, and if they can mess up your plans, if they can mess with you, then they will. So if you're discussing your plans with someone, if you're talking about your hopes or what you're planning, then you don't want the wood spirits to listen in and mess things up for you. So you knock on wood to deafen the wood spirits so they can't overhear you, so they can't mess with your plans. That's where that comes from. And people are just still doing it. I was quite happy when I found that out. Right. Does that mean they're summoning the devil to bring good luck? I don't think there's... If they say toy, 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 I don't... I mean, I don't know, obviously, but I don't think that they're summoning the devil. I think it's more a case of maybe banishing the devil. So if you say the devil's name 3 times, maybe it's a thing where you then... It's like saying, hey, I know you're here, I know you're listening, I've discovered you, now go away. Maybe something like that. So if you say the name 3 times, it's like he's been caught, and now he won't be listening in, or something like that, maybe. I don't know. That's just my guess. But I don't know. Well, knocking on wood, I mean, you will foil their plans. Well, they will foil your plans. Well, now that's fascinating. Wait, what? I'm not doing it. You've got very good fun facts. Thank you very much. Never agreed. Never agreed. Sure is. Might make sense. Yeah. Although that's just conjecture. So, I would like to place a few houses along this road, just to get a bit of a better idea of what it would look like. Now, do I, or do I not, want to use these house assets? Because, I mean, maybe I do. Okay, I do. I want to keep within the style, Okay, this one doesn't have the driveway, correct? Yes, good. And this, I do want to be a little bit more organic looking. So I want to have... I want to have the roads be all curvy and bendy and things. So, for example, I might want a road just coming off here. Ah, yes, I know. What utter surprise. So I have that there. Then I can have one without a stripe in the middle go up, because it's a smaller road. We don't need that always. Move that over to here. I might move the houses a little bit. And then we can have this road just kind of curving down this way. And I do want to have a few rows of houses here, but not too many because, of course, time issues. The further back we go, the less detail I'll put in. Let's just put it that way. I'll need to have a piece with sidewalk only on one side there. Okay. Also, Abastru, do you know where daffodils, so Narcissus, gets its name, the flower? That's me! Yes! Do you know where that flower, the daffodil, the Narcissus? Well, do you want to know? Is that even a question? Well, that's a good answer. Okay, so the name Narcissus has... So you know how the name Narcissus, for the flower, sounds kind of similar to narcissist, yeah? Narcissus. And that's because the two words have a shared origin. They both derive from the Greek... There's an ancient Greek story about a man named Narcissus. The story of Narcissus, condensed down, is basically... There were these parents. I think they were king and a queen. I'm not sure. I think they were. They were expecting a child. And they went to this oracle to basically make sure that their future will be safe, so that the oracle might warn them of any dangers. The oracle said that they will have a perfect child, a beautiful, beautiful child, and the child will be healthy and everything will be fine, but the child must never see its own reflection. And so what the parents did is they removed all mirrors and glass and shiny surfaces from the house, from wherever they lived, so that the child would never see its reflection. And that worked fairly well until that child, Narcissus, was... Narcissus, I think Narcissus, one of the two, was... an adult. He became an adult, which in the ancient Greek world is probably like 16, around there, 15, 16, around there. And he went into the woods to hunt. Now, one time, while hunting in the woods, he got a little bit lost. He was looking around and he eventually found a river. Now, unfortunately, that river, the water, was reflective, and so Narcissus finally saw his reflection. And as they often do, pretty much always do in Greek stories, the prophecy came true. What happened was, depending on which version of the story you listen, there are multiple versions. In one version, Narcissus is so taken with his own reflection. His reflection is so beautiful, so gorgeous, that he simply has to dive into the water to embrace himself, which causes him to drown. Or, in the different version of the story, his reflection is so beautiful, so gorgeous, so attractive, that he just literally can't take his eyes off his own reflection. And so he sits there hour by hour, day by day, until he starves to death, because he just can't look away. And that's the story of Narcissus, which is where you get the word narcissist from, as well as the flower, because the flower, you might be thinking, how is that flower related to this Greek guy? Well, the flower is drooping its head If you look, the yellow, the flower is drooping its head as though it's looking at its own reflection, and that's why it's named after that character. So there you go. I believe so, unsure though. Sure is, but what if a child saw itself in the reflection of his parents' or someone else's eyes? They didn't think about that. Been there, done that. That is a cool story. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, the author is long dead. But, yeah. And then there's also the story of Bellerophon, who rode Pegasus, or at least tried to ride Pegasus to Mount Olympus, which, needless to say, didn't end well for him. So no chance of a sequel? Well, depends. I mean, you can always bring someone back from the dead, because the thing is, with ancient Greek religion, the underworld, the afterlife world, was a physical place that you could walk to. It was a literal place. If you went far enough west, you could reach a gate to Hades, which normally took the form of a cave, protected by, was it Cerberus, the dog? I think it was Cerberus, the dog with 3 heads, I think. Anyway, and yeah, if you got past that dog and you got into the cave, then you were literally walking into the underworld, into the afterlife, which is where, into Hades, which is where the souls go. So, technically, anyone who's dead, unless it's something very specific, could theoretically be brought back from there. If someone were to venture into Hades and physically take them back out with them, then you could bring them back from the dead, but most of the time that doesn't really work out too well. But there is a chance of a sequel then. So no autographs, sadly. Well, what are you waiting for? Well, what do you mean? Awful, really, especially at a time like this. What do you mean, what are you waiting for? Sorry, the context slipped past. Yeah, sure it is. Just quickly revive him for a few minutes for him to sign an autograph. You said there was another story. Oh, right. Oh, okay, sure. Well, I mean, there are plenty of Greek stories. Another story. It's part of the story of Bellerophon. So Bellerophon is this Greek hero, so typical Greek hero. So he's handsome and strong and a warrior, and he's great at killing things. And I'm not sure why he gets sent on a quest. I think he gets sent on a quest because he wants to marry the daughter of some king, and so the king gives him a quest. I could be messing up. I could be mixing 2 different stories, but I think it's Bellerophon who then, so he gets sent on this quest to complete these basically impossible tasks that the king has set him so that he would never have to give away his daughter. And Bellerophon actually manages to complete them. So one of them, for example, is to kill the Hydra, which, if you know the Hydra, if you cut off one of its heads, more heads sprout out. The more heads you cut off, the more sprout out, and yeah, that's basically the Hydra. And also the Hydra is also fire spitting, so very dangerous. Now, Bellerophon this time, actually, you know what? I'll quickly look up if this is the right guy, because I could be misremembering this, and I don't want to, even though it's just a story. Hold on. One moment. Bellerophon. Oh no, it wasn't the Hydra. It was the Chimera. That's why it didn't feel right. Sorry. Yes, it's the Chimera, not the Hydra. My mistake. I knew that wasn't right. Yeah, sorry, the Chimera. So it's the body of a lion, but it has a snake is part of it as well, a goat growing out of its back, and it's got a snake's tail and anything. So anyway, monster. Big monster, breathes fire, unkillable usually. Well, Bellerophon had Pegasus, the Pegasus, because Pegasus in Greek mythology is only a singular character, the horse with wings. It's not a type of horse like unicorn or something. It's a single character that was born from, I think, when Medusa's head was cut off. But anyway, so he's got Pegasus to ride on, and with Pegasus' help, he manages to defeat the Chimera by waiting until it's about to breathe fire and then dropping a huge lump of lead into its mouth. The fire melts the lead, which causes it to flow down the Chimera's throat and then harden, asphyxiating it. So he's killed the Chimera. I think it's 12 tasks in total or something like that. He completes so many incredible tasks that no one should realistically be able to complete. And eventually, this leads him to develop a little bit of an ego, as you might imagine. And if you know anything about Greek stories, it's probably that hubris is not a good thing. And hubris is specifically that you are, it's not just too much pride, it's thinking that you are either on level or approaching the level of the gods. If you are placing yourself anywhere near the realm of the gods, that's hubris. Now, with this ego that he's been developing, he developed quite a bit of hubris as well, and it wouldn't be a Greek story if the hubris didn't go unpunished. So, what Bellerophon does is he thinks, well, I've completed all of these tasks, I am pretty much the best human around, so I deserve to live on Mount Olympus with the gods. So, what the gods did is they, of course, didn't want to let him live up there or even get up onto Olympus, because he thought since he had Pegasus, he could just fly up there. So, but the gods didn't just want to stop him, they wanted to make an example. They wanted to show just how utterly outmatched he was. And so what they did is they sent a horsefly. They sent a horsefly. So as Bellerophon was riding Pegasus towards the peak of Olympus, they sent a horsefly to bite Pegasus. Pegasus was bit, and Pegasus was so shocked by this that as a reflex it reared up, throwing Bellerophon off its back and plummeting down to his death. So basically it was the gods saying, "Ha! You think that you can live up here on Olympus with us? Look, you have been killed by a horsefly. A horsefly was your doom. Do you really think you can live up here?" That's basically what they were saying with that. So, and that's pretty much how the story of Bellerophon ends. So there are, of course, a lot more to it, the different other tasks that he was completing and things, but that is the condensed version of it. So yeah, that was the other story that I had. And I mean, I find ancient history fascinating, especially ancient mythology, because if you look into it, what the different peoples believed and where that belief came from and what that tells you about their world, their culture, their environment is fascinating, because for example the cyclic nature of Norse mythology, or how in for example in Greek mythology, Greek religion, the gods aren't necessarily always that good, because the gods embody the world, both the natural world, but also humanity. And so often the gods get into trouble. They make mistakes. They have fights. They bicker. They hold grudges. They get jealous, really quite jealous a lot of the times. They aren't these paragons of ideal righteous goodness. They are the embodiment of the natural and human worlds, which is, I find interesting how that's so different to what a lot of religious beliefs nowadays are. Also, I think it's frozen, maybe. Which is fine, considering that we've just gone past 11. So, yes, I'll read chat. Shadis, did you see the 20 to 50 message? Did I? Into the woods to get lost. Into the woods to get lost quick. The day grows short, the threat is big. I did see it, but I forgot to read it out. Thank you. What I think of when I hear Bellerophon. Ah, yes. The locomotive. Thanks for the stories. You are welcome. You are most welcome. Okay. Well. Yes, thank you. You're welcome too. Okay, I'll just quickly force quit it. I need to get a thumbnail still, so I'll reopen it, but I need to force quit it, reopen it up. Hopefully it won't rebuild database. We'll see. You'll have to compile them all. Luckily, people with much more time than I have already done that. If you want to find ancient Greek stories, you can find them pretty easily. Although the translation, of course, you've always got to be careful with translations. Hopefully, read different translations, because often things get mistranslated or changed and things. So, yeah, just gotta get a thumbnail and then we're done. Oh, it's not often that I make it until the end. Whoa, well, yeah. Well, apparently my stories were just too enticing. I could watch this for hours. Well, you have actually watched this for hours. Unless you mean the loading screen. Yeah, just apparently taking a while to load. There we are. Okay, great. So what we should have on here is probably the station. Maybe with some houses in the background, although it just looks blank with the houses in the background. It might look better if it's only the station on it, because then it looks like, oh, there's actually some stuff being built here. Good, there's progress. But if only a few empty houses like that, it's unfinished. Maybe we could have something like that. Who knows? Come on. There we go. Maybe that's okay. I don't know. Let's try another one. Phew. Good thing it didn't rebuild the database. Yeah, good thing it didn't. Oh, why is that unloading those assets there? Oh, that's really strange. Why is that doing that? Is it because of the switch? It might be because of the switch. I don't know. Ooh, or maybe something like that. That could be good. I'll probably do that one. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you all very much for watching. Truly. I'll just place another tree back here because I want to save it properly, and putting a tree there means that the likelihood of it crashing is lower. See? Okay, so on Monday we'll have Human Fall Flat, the new level they made. That's part of the game. Okay, so, place. Thanks for having us. You're welcome. Train. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you, you too. Yeah, it was an honor. Well, oh joy. A joy. Oh! Single player? No, with multiplayer, of course. Come on. Anyway. My game's coming out in 2 days, if you didn't know anyway. But so, bye! Just gotta get that in there, because I really have to. And, I mean, honestly, it's fine. Anyway, bye. Bye, people. Anything else on Monday? Maybe there'll be Train Simulator. Depends on how long it'll take. Game stream? I don't know. It's not the kind of game that's particularly well suited to streaming, but I could maybe do like a Q&A thing or something. I don't know. We'll see. Right. Children sticking around. Bye, folks. Bye, bye, bye. Fair, yes. Shadows. I did mean living out releasing. Alright, good. We'll have to see. See you soon. There's 1 level of stage each stage. Don't know if I want to give that away. Anyway, bye. Bye, people. Yes, bye, bye, bye. I mean, all the stages are prepared. The game's going to release in 2 days. If the stages weren't prepared, then... Anyway, bye. Interview stage. No. Bye-bye.